What's up, guys? Welcome back to Among the Fence. Today we're going to be talking about the album Nothing Left to Live by the band Counterparts. Counterparts started in around 2007. They're from Ontario, California. They are a metalcore, melodic hardcore punk band, and this is their 6th studio album. Now, I've got to admit that I haven't really listened to a whole lot of Counterparts in the past. I've heard a couple of their songs here and there, and I like what I've heard, but I haven't listened to an album in its entirety. And the best way to sum up this album would be to say that it's aggressive, it's melodical, and it's very pretty and very sad. The lyrics throughout the entire album are very passionate, they're very heartfelt, and they're very, very personal in a way. And there isn't really a whole lot of diversity in the riffs that are played for the rhythm guitar, but then there's a lead guitar that plays a lot of melodical stuff behind it, which makes up for it tremendously. One of the reoccurring subjects that seems to come up a lot in these songs is suicide. For instance, the song Paradise and Plague is 100% geared towards suicide, and I'm not really sure if it's more of a personal thing or if it's more of an empathy kind of thing, but it is very apparent, especially from the music video. The chorus is big, the drums kind of carry the song musically. There's still some good guitar work, but honestly, it's mostly just all the drum patterns that are freaking excellent. There's a breakdown that kind of comes out of nowhere, which is really cool and enjoyable. But honestly, the thing that won it over for me was the lyrics. The lyrics are so fantastic. One of the lines from the chorus says, "Will the ones I love forgive me for leaving too soon?" When you mix that with the emotion coming from the vocalist, the emotion coming from the music, and honestly, 100% of all the other lines that are in this song, it's absolutely beautiful. And honestly, any song that deals with suicide in a manner of empathy, and when it comes from a real place and a caring place, instead of like, my life sucks, I'm just gonna kill myself. When it comes from a place of feeling and emotion and caring, that's a win in my book. I love it. One of the other songs I liked a lot is Cherished, which honestly I just kind of liked it because of its hardcore feel, but at the same time it's just very woe is me, and again it's just kind of sad, and it goes on about how everything he cherishes is gonna leave and nothing's gonna stay, and it's just kind of a sad, like, I don't know, like I said, woe is me, nothing's going right in my life kind of song. It's got this beautiful bridge that has like this kind of solo-y thing, and then it goes straight into the chorus, and then the solo's amplified and you can hear it playing behind all the other music and the vocals of the chorus, and it plays out amazingly, and it's really well written, but it's just too woe is me for me. And one issue I found that I had while listening to this album is a lot of the songs sound kind of the same. They're not like really rinse and repeat in song patterns and structures and all that. It's just like the guitar tones are always the same, the vocalist tones are always the same, the bass, the drums, it's all just it's just all the same. So when you're listening to it, it could become kind of just tiring of just hearing the same thing over and over and over and over again. The song structures aren't the same usually, which is kind of refreshing going song to song, but especially the vocalist, when you get just that same sound over and over and over again, it's kind of like sitting in a car that just has this bad drone for like 2 hours. You're kind of over it after a while. Even the drum work, which carries a lot of these songs, I gotta say, wasn't really all that unique. It just kind of stood out a little bit more. And the song Your Own Knife is basically the definition of metalcore at its finest. It's super fun, it's got a cool riff, it's got good vocals, but overall it's just kind of meh. I just wish that this album would have been a little bit more dynamic, and it might sound weird to say that, especially if you guys go out and listen to this album, because it's got all kinds of different dynamic sounds, but that's only unique per song. So every single song has the same kind of dynamics in it, if that makes sense. So it just becomes like you're just listening to the same thing. Instead of listening to an album, it feels like you're just listening to like a 40-minute long song with just different cuts and changes and time signatures throughout it. It's kind of weird. So with all that being said, honestly, I wanted to give this album a lower score because I enjoyed it, but it's just kind of monotonous listening to it. Very tiresome. But because of the song Paradise and Plague, I fell in love with that song, and I've listened to it so many times. And like I said, I am all for anything that's against suicide. So just having that song on it raised it up, I feel like, tremendously. So I gotta give this album a 6.2, which, like, it doesn't sound that high to you guys, but honestly, it was hitting like a 4 before. I know I'm gonna catch some hate because there's some hardcore Counterparts fans out there, but I wanna know what you guys think. Go ahead and leave a comment below letting me know what you guys would have rated it. Do you love the album? Do you hate it? Am I crazy for ranking it so low, or what do you guys think? And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And again, if you have an album that you want me to check out, maybe your favorite band came out with a new album, or maybe even a new single, and you want me to review it for you, go ahead and leave a comment below letting me know what that is also, and I will make it happen for you. And also, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon if you want to see more of my videos. Doing any of those things, leaving a comment, a like, any of those helps me out tremendously, and I appreciate it more than you know. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. I was